Hi, this is Rodney Conner from the TechSpot vCast, bringing you another AT&T product review. This time, let me get a little farther away there, the Asus Padfone X. Okay, well, this isn't much of a pad phone, I guess you would say. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Let me do something real quick. Ah, there we go. That is the Asus Padfone X. This phone was sent to me, and I was kind of unknown. I wasn't sure what it is I was getting exactly. I hadn't heard of this phone before. However, I hadn't done a lot of research either. Well, you saw it right there. This is essentially, this is one package. You buy it together. This is the Padfone X. You actually, when you buy the product from AT&T, you're buying this guy here. Asus got smart and decided that, well, there are people that they don't like carrying, having their, example, a tablet like an iPad or a Surface Pro, for example. And then you also have your iPhones and LG 3s and such like that. But you got to combine it maybe. Maybe it just would work out well. Okay, well, let's just try this out. See, this is actually just a basically portable display. This has no functionality whatsoever without the phone. See, this is actually just a dock. A very pretty dock. All you do. See, right now, the power button I'm turning on does nothing but dock this baby up. Gives you a little vibration telling you it turned on, and voila. That is the Asus Padfone X. Okay, so what makes the Asus Padfone X so cool? Minus, well, you take the phone, turn it into a pad without any issue. Okay, so the actual details of what makes this phone cool. Oh, and small disclaimer, I apologize for the background noise. Apparently, it's the neighborhood tree cutting week. So this phone, first off, it's a quad-band world phone. Comes with 4G LTE. The processor, a Qualcomm Snapdragon 800 2.3 gigahertz quad core. Hello, it's all nice and powerful for, again, all that powers both the phone and the pad. Because, again, essentially, this is just a docking station turned into a very pretty 9-inch screen, I should say. The phone, and again, all these describers I'm giving you so far, descriptors, I should say, are all just the phone. RAM, 2 gigabytes of RAM, is built-in Wi-Fi of all the current standards, 802.11a, b, g, n, and ac. And, whatever else new comes out, I'm sure it will be way ahead of this phone. So we've got a ways to go before anything changes there. It also does have built-in near-field communication technology for payable use. It also has a built-in memory of 16 gigabytes, up to 16 gigabytes, I should say. Expandable up to 64 gigabytes with a micro SD card. The screen, as you can see, is a nice, pretty, resilient. I forgot. I'm not using the phone I had where you can do the tapping. I got so used to that. Screen, 5-inch, 1920 by 1080 full HD. The battery powering this entire lovely package is a 2300 milliamp hour lithium-ion battery, giving you up to 19 days of standby time and 20 hours talk time. The rear-facing camera, 13 megapixel with an LED flash, 4 times zoom, and it also provides 1080p HD quality video, playback and recording, of course. The front camera, not always as impressive, just like all the other phones. They put all the good stuff back here. This is a 2 megapixel camera. However, for what it's used for, it still does pretty good because your duck faces will still be clear. Here is a side-by-side demo of the video recording capabilities of the Asus Padfone on the right and the iPhone 5S on the left. All this powered by Android 4.4 KitKat, standard shipped on the device. Moving on to the tablet. just the docking station tablet, I should say, is a 9-inch Full HD LTE tablet. The battery built in, 4,990 milliamp hour battery. When this thing is docked together, it combines the use of the batteries between both the phone and the pad. Now, I have a combined standby time of 52 days. 52, by the way. 52 days and 54 hours of talk time. That, folks, is a lot of talking and standby time, I gotta say. Front-facing camera. There is a front-facing camera built in on this device. It is a 1 megapixel. I don't understand that. I just saying. So I guess if you're using your tablet, duck face use, it'll be a little less clear. But for 1 megapixel, I mean, we live with it for a long time, folks. I think it'll be okay. It does also have, let me clear whatever screen I hit there. You may not see it well, but it does have front-facing speakers on the front. I do have to say, audio quality is pretty cool. I am an iPad user and owner, but I always have to cup my hand to get that speaker to face forward. Now, you hold it like a theater. It's facing right at you. This device altogether is definitely a buy in my book. Personally, however, as we know, I am an iPad, an iPhone, and Apple guy, so personally I will not be buying. However, I do say and give my recommendation and salute to Asus for an awesome device design. There's also a couple other things I didn't mention. First off, there is charging capabilities. I don't know if you can see it well, but there is a USB port on the pad itself. They do charge independently or together. So say since it's docked right now, if I plug the charger in, it actually charges both devices. Say for some reason I just want this, let the pad stay at home, charge the pad, and I've got the phone with me still. They do charge independently. They do work completely independent, again, because this is just a basically docking station display is what they describe it as in the documentation. And I want to show this. So it gives you a really pretty graphic there of how to dock the phone, and just in case you didn't know. One last thing, I do have to add a couple things. I, of course, always test out video recording, photo taking, and I always try to do call quality and calling. From what I understand, you can do voice calls through the pad as it's docked because, again, this is just a docking station. It's a giant screen for the phone. However, this phone, for some reason, does not let me call in or out. I did verify. I even rebooted the phone. I did verify it is not in airport mode or airplane mode. So some issue is going on with this particular SIM card, I guess, for this device from AT&T. It was working before. When I first got it, I was getting calls. So from other people that I don't answer, I always get those on demo devices. So I did not get a chance to actually test out call quality. However, from what I've heard and read, it is at least up to par, and some people consider better. Okay, well, this pretty much concludes the review, my review of the Asus Padfone X. Most of my reviews, everybody knows, I do pros and cons, but I think, in most part, I've made it pretty clear that I pretty much, all in all, like this device, or devices, I should say. The only problem I really had was the fact I cannot test the call quality, but I think that's actually a product issue linked up with AT&T. Maybe the SIM card has been shut down some inadvertent way. But I have no pros and cons to describe. I've already given them through this entire review. I apologize it's not as long. I'm slightly more pressed for time than usual. I've got a lot of things that have once again come up. And, one last disclaimer I never have mentioned, I do not get paid from AT&T to do these. These are strictly on the fact that I asked to do these reviews to help boost my internet and media presence. So there's my disclaimer for that, both through for AT&T and myself. And lastly, again, I give it a buy for the Asus Padfone X. This is Rodney Conner from the Tech Blog vCast. You have a good weekend.